first congratulate you on the release of this new album. I think this is album number 10 for you. Can you tell me a little bit about what is the big secret of being so consistent in your releases? Because I see many bands being around for this time who have like gaps and breaks for a longer time. You seem to always keep going.
I guess we are on a mission right here. It's all the love for the music. I mean, from the day we started, I think I have a certain goal, and for a reason I feel inspired, and we have something to say. So every 2 or 3 years we are consistently, releasing music, and also now with the great guys we have now in the band, they push me even more to, be more active. And sorry, something is wrong here. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Can I call you in 5 minutes?
Oh, yeah, sure.
There's an alarm here. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, better attend. Well, maybe I'll just continue asking you some questions. So, since you got new into the band, can you explain to us how you joined them?
Yeah, so the story is very interesting, actually. I was recording in Fotis Bernardo at Deva Sound Studios, some songs, some vocals. And after I finished the session, I was chilling with Fotis, and Marios called. So Marios called Fotis, and because it was on speaker, the call, I heard Marios from Nightrage that he was searching for a vocalist because Ronnie had already left, and for the new tour that we had in Germany, we had announced a new singer, Jimmy, and he couldn't make it. So Marios was very, last minute. He had the headlining shows in Germany, and he couldn't cancel them. So I heard this news, and I said to Fotis, because okay, I knew Nightrage, I knew Marios, I will join. And Fotis told me, dude, they're playing in 15 days, and you have to learn like 13 songs. Are you sure? I said, this is my ticket to join the metal world, because I always like it, So I said, no gain, no pain, no gain. So I said, okay, I'll do it. So I called Marios after. He sent me the playlist. Every day I was learning one song, and we went all together to Germany. We had a great time. Everything went very, very well. And after on the airport, Marios and the whole band told me, you're a very good guy, and we like your voice and stuff. So would you like to join permanently? And this is how it happened.
Oh, that's wonderful. Good to hear. Marios, welcome back.
Yes, sorry for that, but now while we're talking, actually, let's say I'm working as well, because I'm in a job where I have to, take care of. I'm like a guardian in a building, and never have occurred that there's an alarm system here, but never happened before. So this is the first time. But has to happen while we were doing this interview. Sorry for that.
No worries, no worries. We were just talking about he joined us for your band and your tour in Germany. So when you were
Yeah, I was because you asked me before how we are so consistent with Nightrage, right? And my answer was like, it's about all the love for the music, and that the reason that we have always something to say, and we feel inspired to write music. And of course, now we have a great lineup, and me and Magnus, the other guitar player, we have really good chemistry always, and we are writing songs. And there's, we feel like we have a lot of things to say. So that's the reason for us to be still here and doing what we do with Nightrage.
Yeah, that sounds very nice. So now you have Konstantinos there. Can you tell me a little bit how the recordings went for this album then?
We this time around we came back to where things started for the band because Nightrage was born in Thessaloniki, Greece. So this is the first time that we actually recorded in recording, mixing, and mastered the whole album in Greece for the first time. Because of the previous albums, we always recorded in the abroad Greece. And also, I was living in Sweden for many years, 13 and a half years now. I'm back in Greece. And we work with our good friend Fotis Bernardo. He's he used to be a drummer also in the San Chaos album back in the 2005 album. And he's a great producer, great friend. And he really helped us on the studio to, with all the arrangements, all the recordings. We have a really great time recording with him. And I think it's this is, for me at least, I mean, personally speaking, I think it's one of the best recording experiences and one of the best sounds and songs and album we ever written as a band, even though this is the 10th album of the band, like you said before.
Yeah, so can you tell me how you progressed from the previous one? Where do you see this album in your discography?
Pretty much I think it's the fact that, like I said, everybody went to the studio to work with Fotis. Also, this Konstantinos, I think our singer, he really make a big difference because he really worked a lot about his vocals, his lines, his lyrics, and all that stuff. And it was I think it was a more cohesive this time, release. We worked very. We have a lot of inspiration on this album, So I feel we kind of, I feel we make a better album than the previous album, Abyss Rising. It sounds more brutal and more melodic at the same time, and I really like the vocals. It puts a lot of freshness to the sound, and because Konstantinos' voice has a lot of different tones, like he goes from deep, he goes from treble, and a lot of different dynamics in his voice, and I think that helps create the music and make it more fresh and more modern, let's say.
All right. So you were already familiar with the band, Konstantinos?
I knew Nightrage as a name. I knew Marios as a very, very good guitar player, especially here in Greece. He's one of the most famous.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard some songs here and there, but I was never a lot of listening to Nightrage. Although now that I've started listening to all the previous albums and getting to know Marios and the whole band, I regret that I didn't hear Nightrage back in the days because most of the lyrics relate a lot in my philosophy. So yes, I was familiar as a big name here in Greece and a big name in melodic death metal that it's true to the roots until today, after 20 years of existence.
All right. Let's look a little bit at the album and the songs that you have on it. I think the opener, Euphoria Within Chaos. Can you tell me a little bit about this track? Where does this come from?
Euphoria, this is one of the first actually songs we written for the album. And, it's very Nightrage, has all the right elements of what the Nightrage song should have, like, brutal riffs and melodies and some clean parts, very heavy riffing, kind of a breakdown in the middle, very fast song. This is us, and this is actually the first video and song we presented to the public because we felt, this is very us. This is how we sound anyways in 2024. So I think this is for me personally, one of my favorite songs in the album. And lyrically speaking, maybe Konstantinos actually told me that. I didn't know because I have a different idea. We wrote the lyrics together. In a way, it talks about us, about Nightrage, and about the fact that we never stop, like we are unstoppable, even though we have our ups and downs. It's like the stories about us, but also it talks about self-improvement and, like you don't have to, you have to believe in yourself and, always try to find the light at the end of the tunnel, stuff like that.
Yeah, that sounds like a very positive message. Cool to hear. I think the song that I found most interesting on the album is Dark Light, because it starts like so calm and dark, and then it has actual really heavy sound. Can you tell me a little bit about this song?
This is kind of a different, more eerie kind of song. Not very familiar with our sound. The good thing with me and Magnus, we are so different guitar players, and he has so many different other ideas when he's playing. But when we jam together and we put together the stuff we have, for a reason everything fits and everything sounds like Nightrage. Like, it's like we're always coming back to our signature style, let's say, because we want to sound like that. But I think Dark Light has a kind of an eerie, mysterious atmosphere in the song, and also, talks about personal and spiritual freedom that many people face, and the song also ends up with a positive message. We all trying to get out from this darkness we have inside our soul. So that's what we are trying to say about that song, lyrically speaking.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to do with music. The latest single, Persevere Through Adversity, I think you made a very nice video for it. What can you tell me about this one?
This one is also, like I said before, kind of different. It has a different tuning, the tuning that we know. We don't use that often because it's now in very, very low tuning. We are, tuning 2 steps lower, and this is 3 steps lower. So it sounds really heavy, really different, actually. And, that song also comes from this chemistry thing that me and Magnus, we are working together, and also Konstantinos. I think he really nailed the vocals on this one. I really like the way he sings the vocals, very aggressive and very melodic at the same time. The song also talks about, is also positive, trying to say, we are talking about that maybe it's talking about us also, because we are very, we never stop, doing what we do. Like we never stop, talks about the fact that we never stop learning and becoming better, and always trying to go through the ups and downs and find yourself in the end, and find the light at the end of the tunnel that everybody's looking for in their life. So let's say life is a great journey to always improving, so that kind of thing. But of course, that's my idea for the song. Maybe Konstantinos has a different, because we're writing the lyrics together. Sometimes he writes by himself, and sometimes it's a collaboration between him and Franco. But I think it was a great thing that we let him also, Konstantinos, to write his own lyrics this time, so he could feel more the music. And it's better for a vocalist, of course, to write also his own lines and lyrics, and so he can relate more to them, in a way.
Yeah, can you share us your vision?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all that Mario said about the songs. Actually, Euphoria Within Chaos and Persevere Through Adversity are very dynamic songs lyrically. Indeed, Persevere Through Adversity talks about persistence. And despite the facts that, maybe in the past some bad things may occurred or something, we move forward, more brutal, more, brave in the future. And also, Euphoria Within Chaos, actually, it's a song that I wrote about Marios and Nightrage, because I was observing how he's like, I call him like he's so dynamic, he just moves forward no matter what time it is, whatever the difficulties are. So this song is a message, let's say, to this insane power for metal music that Marios has, which is very inspiring. And it talks about being humble, but also never stop, have this secret power, which is well covered with, with being a human, actually. and not wanting to harm anybody, just want to do good and believe in a goal until death. So this is Euphoria within Chaos. Persevere through adversity. I didn't write the lyrics, but as I see and as I discussed about the lyrics with the whole band, they talk about this, that the persistence, we have to
learning from our life experiences, pretty much fixing mistakes that we have done in the past. That sort of thing, that
Right.
song talks about.
I see. Can you share with me what is the song that you feel best about playing?
Playing, I think the 3 video songs we already released, I think, and those songs actually we're gonna play live because people probably know them more. I think they're pretty amazing songs for me. No, at least, and I like to play them. Euphoria within Chaos, A Throne of Melancholy, and Persevere Through Adversity. And of course, I love the whole album, and I wish we could play the whole thing. But we have a long catalog, and people always asking for sometimes not sometimes, but a lot of times for older songs. They want to listen to the oldies as well. But of course, we're trying to make a cool balance in the set list. So we for sure are gonna play 3, 4, or 5 new songs on the next shows because we really believe in the new album. We are so excited, as you can see, and we want to share the music out there.
All right, and for you, Konstantinos?
Should I answer about what I feel about the album? Or
what's your favorite songs to play?
For me, actually, I love these 3 songs a lot. But for me, every song it's very nice to sing because I love good rhythm parts and melodies, and all the Nightrage songs, especially on this album, have great lead guitars and rhythm guitars. I love these 3 songs because these are the most, are the band's favorite songs, let's say. I also like Dark Light, which I think we're gonna play also Dark Light in
yes, this one.
And I like also, and no, actually these 4 songs are my favorite. And Throne of Melancholy, I think it's a very nice song that also Fotis, our producer and very good friend, sings, and his voice is gonna be in other songs too. And this is I also like because it gives a new let's say sensation in the song, which is very different and to the latest, let's say, Nightrage albums. And also Flores has a great voice, of course. He is a great musician and we really much love him.
Oh, that's good to hear. So you were talking about future live shows. I haven't seen much announcements. Are you going to announce something soon?
Yeah, actually, we have something cooking up right now. We're gonna play in Greece for sure. We haven't announced that yet. Some shows. We have some shows that we haven't announced that is gonna be a European tour next year, in April. Hopefully, gonna play in Holland too, but we haven't announced yet. But something else cool is that now we're gonna play in Japan for 2 shows in Tokyo and 1 festival in South Korea that we're gonna actually announce pretty soon. Because we got a license there with Spiritual Beast. It's a Japanese label and also a booker, and they want to release the album with a bonus track. So the Japanese album is gonna actually contain 11 songs, and they also want to bring us over for shows. And this is for us, it's the best thing ever. We love Japan. We've been there before, so this is gonna be the first shows we're gonna announce soon. But first and foremost, it's the release of the album. 31st of May is coming. The new album going to be released, and we're super excited about that now. And we're working on that very much right now.
Can imagine. Well, nice to hear that you're going to Japan. I think it's an amazing country for having all these special effects and all this stuff.
It's a different world. It's a different world, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll be blessed that I'm able to do some work in September in Japan, in Tokyo myself. So I'm very curious to see. So, okay. Maybe last question I wonder most when I always listen to your music. Are you thinking that people discover you mainly via the live shows first and then start loving the albums, or find the albums first and then loves to come to the show?
Well, personally, for me, it doesn't matter. As long people listen to the music, that's all I care about, And of course, we have some, some back catalog, and some people know about us, and some people looking into us. But of course, I think, when you play live, it's the best promotion ever. I mean, a lot of people that they don't know you, and they can, find you out, and they listen to your to your songs, and if they like the songs, they can go back and listen to other albums and stuff like that. But I think for me, as long as people listen to the music and they care about the music and the band, that's all I want. I really always looking for that connection, me personally, about finding the perfect connection with the fans, and please them in a way, because that's why we're doing this. It's not selfish. Of course, we want to make songs that we like, but of course we understand that we want to give that songs when these songs are done. They're not ours anymore. They don't belong to us, so we want to give them to a great audience. That's what we are working for, to be honest.
Well, that's amazing to hear. I think I will ask you to say your final last words for this interview.
Yeah, I want to personally thank you very much for the chance. We always appreciate that. We never take it for granted. Thank you very much for your interest and passion about Nightrage, and I'm happy that you like the album. I want to, give my warmest greetings to our Dutch fans, and we've been played there before. Hopefully next year we're gonna be there and play more shows. I love Holland, actually. It's a great country. Very, very nice country. And thank you very much. Listen to the Remains of a Dead World. Buy it, steal it, or whatever you want to do with that. And just listen to the music and support melodic death metal and Nightrage.
All right. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, exactly the same thing. First, thank you very, very much. It's really an honor to have a nice interview with you. It's also very nice that you listen to Nightrage and you like everything. And I've never been to Holland, but I wish next year we can go and play some metal there, and it will be amazing.
All right.
Amazing people and amazing country, for sure.
All right. Thank you very much for your words, and thank you for your time. And I hope to see you on the roads.
Hopefully. We will.
All
we will
right.
meet one day. Thank you.
Yeah,
bye-bye.
yeah.
Cheers.
All right. Thank you, and good evening.
Good evening. Bye-bye. Cheers.
Bye.